So we are going to be looking at buffer solution. Buffer solution. Now, when we talk about buffers, a buffer solution is any solution that can resist change in pH when small amount of strong acid and base is added to it, right? Any solution that can resist change in pH when small amount of strong acid or base is added to it is called a buffer solution. What does that actually mean? If I have a solution here in this container, and let's say the pH of this solution I have in this container is 5.5, assuming, then I now take a strong acid like hydrochloric acid and I add small amount of hydrochloric acid here. If the pH of this, normally pH of this thing is supposed to change, right? Become acidic more, right? Because I'm adding an acid. But if the pH remains the same, then this thing is a buffer solution, right? If I add a strong base, small amount of a strong base, and the pH still remains the same, this is a buffer solution, right? So a buffer solution is any solution that resists change in pH when small amount of strong acid or strong base is added to it. Do we understand that? Now, there are some buffer solutions that exist in biological system. Some of the things we take are acidic, some of the things we take are basic. But we have buffer solutions, natural buffer systems in our body that resist change in pH, so that our body the body pH can be maintained. The blood pH is maintained at 7.4 slightly. Now, these buffer systems we have, natural buffer system we have, these are some of them. We have phosphate buffer system. Now, phosphate buffer system operates in the intracellular fluids that are found in our body. But you see as we go on that this phosphate buffer does not, blood is part of the intracellular fluid, right? But phosphate ions, the level of phosphate ions in the blood is low. It's insufficient to act as buffer. So, phosphate buffer system is not the principal buffer system, it's not the major buffer system we have in the blood. Why? Because phosphate ions level in the blood is low, right? It's insufficient. But generally, phosphate buffer system here operates in the intracellular fluid. Now, the bicarbonate buffer system operates in the what? Extracellular fluid. Please, the bicarbonate buffer system is also called the carbonic buffer system. Carbonic buffer system. So if you see carbonic or bicarbonate, is the same thing they are talking about. Is it not? This carbonic acid, this sodium bicarbonate. So that is why they are either called bicarbonate buffer system or carbonic buffer system. Now, the bicarbonate buffer system operates where? In the extracellular fluid, right? But now, remember that we said that this phosphate buffer is not sufficient to operate in the blood, right? Now, the bicarbonate buffer system or the carbonic buffer system is the principal operating buffer in the blood. I also said hemoglobin buffer operates in the blood, right? But generally, in biological fluids mainly, please, if you are asked in exam, the buffer system, hemoglobin buffer operates in the blood, correct? But if you are asked in exam, under exam condition, the principal buffer system that operates in the blood under exam condition, please write bicarbonate buffer system or carbonic buffer system. Please take note of this. Write carbonic buffer system for them or bicarbonate buffer system. So it operates in the extracellular fluid and also in the blood. We also have another one that operates in the body biological system, acetate buffer system. acetate buffer system. Now, remember we said buffer contains a weak acid and a conjugate what? Base, right? Or you say the salt or their salt. Weak acid and their conjugate base. Now, if you look at this is ethanoic acid, right? Ethanoic acid is a weak acid. This is a weak acid. Now, this weak acid, this is the salt of it. Sodium ethanoate. This is the salt of it. This is a base, right? This is base, sorry. This is a base of it. So we said this contains, that is why we're always writing slash. The weak acid conjugate base. Weak acid conjugate base. Weak acid just like that. So that's that. So basically, buffer system resists change in pH. As we go on, we'll see many other things about the buffer. But for now, this is an overview of the buffers. Any questions so far? Any question? Can we continue?